I once got so drunk, I whipped out my laptop, thought, what the hell, and ordered myself a Latin phrasebook.
Please, team.
What sort of... But a Latin phrasebook feels like quite an unusual thing. When would you use a Latin phrase?
It's actually, strictly, it's called a Latin primer. But it is a book of Latin phrases and Latin grammar.
But nothing had happened in the previous years where this was a problem. You were fine without your Latin.
Well, I had a, very awkward dinner with a centurion, but, it wasn't like... Yeah, I hadn't particularly felt that gap, but I was
Give us some of your favourite Latin phrases.
I can't
You must know one or two, a man of your learning.
Veni, vidi, vici.
Or
Veni, vidi, vici.
Yes.
Depending on how you pronounce it.
What does it mean? I came, I saw...
I conquered. Quod erat demonstrandum.
What I have just demonstrated. Yeah, I went to a comprehensive. I know all of these phrases, David.
Is there any modern practical phrases, like, where is the station?
No, and if you think about it, you'll know why.
How did you get on with Latin when you were at school?
Well, no, we didn't do Latin, no.
You'd need a primer, wouldn't you? You'd need a phrase.
We had loads of that in the shed.
Tom, what are you thinking?
The idea of buying a textbook for a language that is no longer spoken for somebody who works in an environment where that language isn't used, which was taught to him at school several years ago, that he had to get drunk to buy, is exactly the sort of thing that David Mitchell would do.
You're going to say it's true, Lee?
Definitely.
You think it's true? They all think it's true.
No.
Right.
Oh, it's true.
David.
Yeah. Of course it's true.
For my first term at university, I rented the bathroom in a student house and slept in the bathtub every night.
Lee.
Greg.
Yes.
Before we even start this, can you stand up?
There'll be no... Unless David stands up with me, there'll be no perspective.
David? In fact, let's have proper perspective. Connie, can you stand up? You know the question.
Yeah.
What's the answer?
Well, I just hung off the end of the bath, as I hang off every single bed that I've ever slept in.
No. You definitely don't hang off a bath like you hang off a bed. Because a bed go like that, and then you hang off.
Yeah.
You'd have to go up and cross and hang off. You're tall, but you're not a snake, Craig.
The thing what actually drove me to change my circumstances was that I was bruising the side of my cheek regularly by waking up in the morning and clanging into one of the taps.
Can I ask why on earth you would sleep with your head at the tap end? That is mad.
Yes, well, I was 18 years of age and I mainly lived off Thunderbird wine, so bad decisions were my forte at that period.
So did you have a bed
No.
in the house? Did you? Oh, so that was the reason you was in the bar.
There was a...
Well, why do you think he was in the bar?
I chose to, Phil, yeah.
How many other people were there in the flat?
3.
3 people, what, 3 beds?
Yeah.
Why would you not sleep on the floor next to the bath?
We had a giant 1970s sofa that had a peculiar corner unit, and I took both cushions from that corner unit and they fitted in the bath perfectly, and it was incredibly comfortable.
So, hang on, it wasn't a freestanding bath?
A roll top?
Yeah, was it a roll-top freestanding bath?
It wasn't a freestanding bath, but the end of the bath projected out into the room.
Where was this, Greg? Which town were you? Was this Oxford or Cambridge?
It was in Isleworth in West London. It was only because of a mix-up in housing agreements. We soon sorted out after a term. I only had to do it for a term.
What was the mix-up?
I'd agreed to move in with these 3 guys and we got the wrong size house.
Hang on, that's not a mix-up, that's just stupidity. There was 4 of you, you got a 3-bedroom house with... Been a bit of a mix-up,
The boys blamed me, which is why I got the bath.
Why did they blame you?
Because I was the one who booked the house.
How did you get into university?
So, Lee, what are you thinking?
Marcus.
I think it's too preposterous to be true.
The taps.
Phil?
Taps for me. You don't. If you're going to sleep in a bath, you don't put your head up the tap.
I think it might be true, but I'm not going to over...
Oh, well, you're the skip. You've got the armband, son.
I might be the
Do you
skip.
get armbands if you're a captain?
Only if you can't swim.
I'm telling you, I don't know if this is in the spirit of this game. This is true.
That was sufficiently moving. I'm going with it. I'm saying it's true now.
What are you saying, Skippy?
Should we say true?
True.
Not Skippy, Rob, not Skippy. That's no good, right? I'm not going to go and go and fetch help. I'm the skip, right?
Someone's fallen into a mine shaft.
We're going to go for true.
Go on, mate.
True.
Change it to true. We'll change it. We're going for true.
You're saying it's true. Greg Davies, were you telling us the truth or were you telling a lie?
Do you feel, David, any sense of genuine competition in this game?
Yes, I do, yeah.
Then I think you're going to like me very much. It was a lie.
I have drunk rum from a human skull.
David's team, what do you think?
That must have been a dark moment.
I was in Haiti, right, and I was working and the opportunity presented itself.
I don't think we need to ask any more then. How did the opportunity present itself?
I was attending a voodoo ceremony in the middle of the night.
Right.
Best time for a voodoo ceremony. Those 10 o'clock brunch ones are rubbish.
Were you covering the...
Was this work-related?
Yeah, yes.
Yeah, work-related, yes, it was, yes.
Where was it held?
In Haiti.
Where specifically?
Where they practice voodoo.
Yeah, in a conference centre? In a cave?
It was out in the countryside.
Right.
In a little shed thing.
Right.
And they passed around this skull.
Yeah.
It wasn't the whole skull that was full. It was the top had come off. They poured rum in it, and then they all took a drink from it, and they asked me to drink from it as well.
Oh. How did you know that this sort of grey...
Well, how did I know it was a skull?
Yeah.
Someone told me afterwards. I thought it was a coconut at the time.
Right.
Did it have hair on the... Did it have hair coming out of it?
What? Like a coconut. Like a coconut. He said he thought it was a coconut. There are two hard, round things that have hair on them. Human heads and coconuts.
Yes, the hair.
That's the point.
Not the skull. The skull doesn't have bloody hair on it.
The cranium. I think it's possible I've seen hair on a pork scratching. It gets passed round, you take a sip from the weird grey saucer, it gets passed on, the voodoo ceremony ends, you head back. Who tapped you on the shoulder and went, I'll tell you what you just drank out of, mate?
Was it the bloke with his brain showing?
No. I was there, actually, to do an interview with a zombie.
Right.
You met the zombie?
Yes.
When you say zombie,
Yes.
what do you mean?
Oh, he was a zombie.
Well, a zombie is somebody in the hinterland between life and death, you idiot. Evidently wasn't that.
Can I just say your hosting position is getting a bit aggressive.
What do you mean by a zombie, Bill?
Well, they said he was a zombie.
Oh, right.
They brought him in and they said, now you can do an interview with him.
But that's not right.
Did you mic the zombie?
So what are you thinking, David? Is Bill telling the truth or is he lying to us? What do you think?
Catherine, what do you think?
I think it's so mental and ludicrous. I don't think it's true.
Insane. I'm going to say that is not true.
In which case we're going to say we think it's a lie.
You think it's a lie?
think
OK,
it's a
Bill
lie.
Turnbull. Truth or lie?
What do you say? Insane, ludicrous, and true.
So, Miles, what is Rodney to you?
This is Rodney. I was so excited to see him driving my old car that I gave him a cheery honk and he drove into a hedge.
Heston, what is Rodney to you?
This is Rodney. He helped me break the world record for the most sit-ups in 2 minutes.
And finally, David, your relationship with Rodney?
This is Rodney, and he had to retrieve my shoe when a drunk man threw it at the Skittles in a bowling alley.
Here we are. So, it's Miles's distracted driver, it's Heston's sit-up supporter, or David's bowling buddy. Lee's team, where would you like to start?
Right, let's start with Heston. Let's start with Heston. This 2-minute sit-up world record, how many did you do?
Was 128.
Whoa. You did more than 1 a second?
Yes. Because I've been looking at this for 2 years before, because I was doing about 3,000 a day.
You were doing 3,000 sit-ups a day.
And that's still not even the weirdest thing he's ever done.
So, can you do a sit-up now for us?
Actually, I can't, because I am having a hip replacement.
Well, I'm not surprised the amount of times you do sit-ups in 2 minutes.
What are you going to do with your old hip? Because I reckon you should make a casserole out of it.
So, how did Rodney help in a sit-up session?
Well, I needed somebody to spot me.
What does that mean?
It's basically somebody making sure you're doing the correct sit-up and then counting.
So he's like the ref?
Yes.
All right, who would you like to quiz next?
OK, we'll go for Miles.
Could you just remind us of the statement?
Driving along, I was very excited to see my old car, which Rodney was driving, and I gave a cheery honk, and as a result of that, he steered into a hedge.
Did you sell it to him?
No, I sold it to a dealership.
And then he bought it off the dealer?
Yeah.
Where exactly were you?
When he went into the hedge?
Yes.
Cornwall.
You saw your old car.
Yeah.
You don't know the guy driving it.
No.
And you think, let's honk at him because he's driving our old car.
Yeah.
And he'll be able to tell the difference between a cheery honk and a get out of the way, what are you doing, you crazy fool? Oh, that's our old car.
Or have you got a selection of honks? Is there like an aggressive one and one that does, you know, agadoo?
In retrospect, it wasn't well thought through.
No, you're right.
What speed were you going?
Well, we would have been going... It was windy lane, so probably somewhere in the region of 35, 40 miles an hour.
And was he badly injured?
No, he wasn't badly injured, but he wasn't as relaxed about it as he looks now.
So what happened? Did you then get out of the car and...
Well, I felt very guilty. Stopped the car, I got out and I said... and he went, what are you doing? And I said, I'm really sorry that we... the reason I honked was because this used to be our car. You're driving our old car.
At what point did he say, but why have you got a cat's face on?
I know. How do you behave if you see a man and he's going out with a girl you used to go out with? What?
We're not talking about big numbers here.
Well, whatever her nickname was, we don't care.
OK, what about David's statement?
You'll have to remind us, David.
He had to retrieve my shoe when a drunk man threw it at the skittles in a bowling alley.
What? OK, well, first of all,
yes,
what were you doing in a bowling alley? Second of all, what were you doing in possession of your own shoe in a bowling alley?
And thirdly, they're not called skittles, they're called pins. But apart from that, so far, it's all adding up.
Surely your shoe was behind a counter somewhere.
Well, precisely, it was until just before it was chucked.
Oh, it wasn't the shoe you were wearing, it was the one that was in the bit that you swapped them.
I wasn't currently wearing the shoe. When he threw it, I wasn't in it.
Was it your bowling shoe that was thrown, or your own shoe?
My own shoe.
Who was the guy that threw the shoe?
I think his name was Chris.
And what year was this?
It was the year 2012 AD.
So you were... So who was the guy that threw the shoe?
A friend of a friend.
So what's he done?
I'm getting my shoe.
Right.
We're leaving.
OK.
You know, the bowling expedition is coming to an end. Very sad time.
Yeah.
How'd it go about it?
So he's thrown the shoe at the skittle, and...
it wasn't just my shoe.
What did he throw?
There was a group of us.
Yeah.
And we were all leaving at once.
Yes.
And he was part of the group, but he was sort of enjoying himself on a different level.
Yeah.
I'd say there was disagreement in the group as to on what level life should be lived.
Yes.
And he was on very much the heightened, you know, tomorrow we may die.
So I can imagine you were lobbying other members of the group to join your level of life enjoyment versus
I was already very
enjoyment.
disappointed by the bowling alley's wine list. But this guy that threw the shoe, he was having a lovely time. Beer had been drunk. And when some of us were trying to get our normal life shoes rather than the magic shoes of bowling.
Do you get up in the morning and call them the normal life shoes? Just down
yeah, absolutely.
Mummy, the normal life shoes. Yeah. And the normal life vest.
Yeah. Think again. Today I shall have the skis of exceptional invention. So the shoes are being handed back, and this guy runs past, snatches 3 or 4 shoes.
Well, how many legs have you got?
They're not
the friends, sorry.
They're on the counter at this point.
Sorry.
He chooses his moment
frankly,
with the accuracy of a sober man.
Yes.
Runs, and he do it with some sort of Viking shout of glee. Chucks them towards what I now realise are pins.
Right.
You haven't said what the occasion was.
It was a stag do.
A stag do for one of your chums?
For a stranger. I was the stripper. No, yes, a friend's stag do.
And how does Rodney come into the story?
He worked at the bowling alley.
Yes.
I think still does.
Yes.
And you can't just wander down. He went and he walked down one of the gutters.
Did he?
And retrieved the shoes.
So did anything else happen on this stag night? Did they do anything to the groom, like tie him to a lamppost, strip him naked, anything like that?
Anyone get a steak pie down their pants?
No, because everyone had been invited.
All right, well, we need an answer. So Lee's team, is Rodney Miles's distracted driver, Heston's sit-up supporter, or David's bowling buddy?
Well, this is difficult, isn't it? Because you would have thought that if Heston would have been that good at sit-ups, I feel I would have known that.
One of the flaws I see in David's story is the idea that there was loads of their shoes were on the counter, and he picked up a load of shoes. Whereas when you're in a bowling alley and you're getting your shoes back, there's one person giving the shoes back.
Well, the flaw, I think, in David's argument is the amount of friends he claims to have.
I don't believe Miles.
I don't believe Miles.
You don't believe Miles at all?
You wouldn't just honk at somebody just because they were driving your old car.
No. I thought it was Heston and David.
You think it's Heston or David?
Yeah.
You think it's...
I think it's Heston.
So that means that I'm going to take the mean average and say it's Heston and half of David.
So you're saying that it's Heston. OK. Rodney, would you please reveal your true identity?
Hi, I'm Rodney, and I helped Heston break the world record for sit-ups.
Please welcome this week's special guest, Mike. I'm as shocked as you.
You don't have to hear them. He's definitely with David.
Ben Fogle, what is Mike to you?
This is Mike, and I met him in a pub and got so drunk that Mike here gave me a tattoo.
All right. David, would you tell us how you know Mike?
This is Mike, and we once started a detective agency together.
Really? Is that right?
In my garden shed.
And finally, Craig.
This is Mike, and he beat me in a moustache wearer of the year competition.
There we have it. Ben's impromptu tattooist, David's fellow private eye, or Craig's champion moustache wearer. Lee's team, where'd you start?
When did you have a moustache?
During a show I did called Spend, 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 which was in 1999. I was the choreographer.
Why did you enter it?
I entered it with my friend Clifford, actually.
Was he an enormous dog?
No. He had a moustache. I had a full beard, and I shaved my beard off.
Where was it, the competition?
In Finsbury Park.
Just in the park? Was there any
Not
fencing?
strictly speaking, the competition, just a lot of men with moustaches wandering around in the park. Yeah. Now I believe it.
If there were loads of men there, why did you suddenly make friends with the winner? Unless you fancied his moustache.
Well, it was a long time ago, and it was a bit cute then, weren't you, darling?
You know what? Please, can you stand up and go, go, Corbett!
want to let's just
Give it a whirl, darling.
So let me. I'll do it for you.
Oh.
Oh, hello.
Oh, now.
Now I'm thinking he can carry that off.
Yeah. I'm liking that.
Were you hoping to get into an episode of Poirot?
No, we did it as a laugh. We were absolutely slaughtered one night, and we just thought we'd do it for a joke, really.
Yeah. David, so David, just remind us again.
Yes, we set up a detective agency together in my garden shed.
As children?
Yes, as children.
How old were you at the time?
I was, I think, 10.
And he was the same age?
No, he was 13, I think.
It's a bit of an age gap, I would have thought. 13-year-old men with moustaches hanging around 10-year-old boys.
Did you say 13-year-old men?
They're men, as far as I'm concerned.
What sort of cases were you taking on? I mean, what would be a typical case for you?
Well, we followed a guy.
Who was it you were following?
It was there was a bloke who lived a few doors down. He had a sports car.
Oh, that sounds nice, darling. I love it.
Well, you say that, I considered him suspicious.
What did you suspect him of?
I don't know. It was a sort of seedy car, and there were lots of cigarette ends in the ashtray.
Oh, guilty as sin.
And at the time, I was dressed like this.
Yeah, was he as good at blending into the background as he is now?
No.
Every time he looked round, he'd just be stood still going...
And what does he do now?
I believe he works in IT.
You believe?
Would you like to move on to Mr. Fogle?
Yeah. Yes, Ben.
The idea of Ben with the tattoo just seems
Where is the tattoo?
Let's see it. No, I'm not going to show it. It's on my shoulder.
Why won't you show us?
Look, I'm a bit embarrassed about it. I was really drunk.
Embarrassed? What is it? What is it?
Well, I'm not entirely sure. It's either a star or a compass.
So you saying he's a shit tattooist?
No. I bumped into him, got very, very drunk in a pub in the middle of winter. No one else there except Mike here.
And he had his tools with him?
No, I think we
Went back to his place.
we left the pub and went somewhere. Not entirely sure where.
You're telling me that you were so drunk with this man who you'd never met, who, God bless you, looks a bit eccentric, she was saying. And he said, in my bag I've got some needles and some ink. You've never met me, do you want to come back to mine? And you said, yes, that sounds my cup of tea, let's go and do that, I'm off my fence.
OK, we need an answer. Lee's team. Is Mike Ben's barroom tattooist, David's fellow detective, or Craig's moustache champion? What are you going to say?
Well, I think it's Ben. Okay.
Oh, I'd love it to be Craig. It's such a great story. I kind of think it's David, but it could be Ben. Sorry.
I think it might be David, so we'll go with David.
Saying David. OK, yeah. So, Mike, would you please reveal your true identity?
My name is Mike, and one drunken night I tattooed Ben.
I should just say he is a very good tattoo artist.
So let's have a look.
You really want to see it?
Yes, I really do.
That's a tattoo.
Yeah. Is it a compass?
What is it, Mike?
It's a nautical star.
All right, well, listen, thank you very much, Mike.
Thanks, Mike.
So please welcome this week's special guest, Steve. Welcome, Steve. So, Hugh, first of all, what is Steve to you?
This is my friend Steve, who rescued me when I got stuck in a cave looking for bats.
Rufus?
This is my friend Steve, and together we have visited every pub inside the M25 called the Red Lion, apart from 4 of them.
Right. And Lee, how do you know Steve?
This is Steve, and we once went camping together when we were in the Scouts, and we woke up to find that someone had stolen our tent.
David's team, where to begin?
So when was this camping trip, Lee?
This camping trip was, I would have been about 13, 12, I think, 12. Something.
How old was Steve?
Steve was about, I don't know. 13. He wasn't born. That's what made the whole thing awkward. No, he was about 7 or 8.
So you were 12 or 13. He wasn't in the Scouts. He was just a 7-year-old you'd brought along.
The Cubs and the Scouts went together. He was in the Cubs, I was in the Scouts, and they
issued every Scout with a cup.
They did, no way. They put each young boy in with an older boy in each tent.
So where were you camping?
We were camping somewhere in the Lake District. I think it was called the Lake District.
Right. You woke up with no tent, is that what you said?
Correct. Went to sleep with a tent, woke up without a tent.
Do you know what happened to said tent?
Well, that's a good question. We don't know to this day what happened to said tent.
You never saw the tent again?
No.
Stolen?
Yes, I know it was stolen.
Oh,
We don't know
stolen.
what happened to it.
You don't think it might have blown away? You woke up, no tent, and you assumed foul play.
We weren't that deep a sleeper that there was a gale force wind.
You were deep enough that someone had stolen the tent.
There's something about wind that's different to burglars.
Wind about wind that's different to burglars. Now, there I agree with you. Now, if that was what you were asserting, that and that alone, I would say you were telling the truth. However, there's more to this story.
Wind does not sneak up on you.
Can I ask a question?
Well...
Did this tent not have a built-in ground sheet?
No, it did not. Because otherwise, it would have been, this is Steve, and we were once kidnapped.
I'm going to jump in here. David, please move on to somebody else.
All right.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about... He's Hugh's Batman. The Batcave.
Where were you trapped in a cave?
In Sri Lanka.
Really?
Mm.
What were you doing in said cave?
Looking for bats.
And what went wrong?
It got dark.
Don't bats live in the dark?
Yes, but when I went into the cave, there was quite a bit of sunlight coming into the entrance and actually going quite far into the cave. And I just sort of went as far as I thought was safe, but then the sun went over a ridge outside the cave and it suddenly got very dark and I'd gone further into the cave than I thought.
But then Steve wandered past.
So has anybody seen a tent?
Steve actually heard me shouting for help.
Why were you looking for bats in a cave in Sri Lanka? Were you looking to eat them?
Funny you should say that. They'd had bat on the menu in the hotel, and I was told that they got them from this cave. And out of curiosity, I thought, well, I'll go and look. I'd also heard that they had a rather grim way of catching them, which is to hang fish hooks down from the top of the cave.
And did you go on your own?
Yes.
And then, so you called for help and Steve was walking past the entrance.
Steve, lovely guy, was staying at the hotel. And he heard my cries for help.
Why did they catch bats with a line? Why didn't you just spray them with something? Or just go in with a machine gun?
I think that if you...
I think it rather ruins the integrity of the individual bat as a starter or main course.
Well, admittedly,
it's had a couple of machine gun bullets through it. Also, you can machine gun a zebra, doesn't really spoil it. But a bat...
So, David, what about Rufus's claim, the whole pub thing?
Which of the 4 Red Lions that you've not been to, where are they?
I don't remember.
You can't find them.
But you know there are 4 exactly.
Yeah, we got a list of all the pubs called the Red Lion, and then we went to visit all of them, and I know that there were 4 that we did not go and visit.
Did you go to one on South Ealing Road? Opposite Ealing Studios?
Yes.
Did you? When did you do this?
Oh, fair enough.
Was this like a mission, a bet, or a...
Yeah, we came up with it as an idea because we knew that there were a lot of them, and we thought it would be good to visit all of them.
In a period of time?
Yeah, over a week.
So how do you...
A week?
How many are there?
Wow.
There's about 46.
You went
visited
to 42.
about 42 of
You
them.
visited 42 Red Lions with Steve in 1 week.
Yeah.
How do you know Steve?
Through AA.
We went to school together.
Right. So, David's team. Is Steve Hugh's caveman, Rufus's pub crawler, or Lee's camping friend?
Lee is definitely the least believable, I think. The others two are quite believable.
Yeah.
No, I don't believe Rufus at all. Rufus has got a bit of edge to him. Steve looks so sweet and presentable. I don't think he'd be in this weird Rufus world.
He does look sweet, does he? Looks like a little cub.
Yeah.
Well, for me, I'm believing Hugh.
I am too. I believe Hugh.
Am I even getting a look in here?
No. And obviously, if it turns out you're true, then super.
You're saying it's Hugh?
Hugh, bat saviour.
OK. So, Steve, would you please reveal your true identity?
Well, I'm Steve. I'm Rufus's best friend. And together, we visited all of the pubs called the Red Lion inside of the M25, apart from 4.
Steve, everybody. Please welcome this week's special guest, Paul. So first off, Ronnie, what is Paul to you?
This is Paul. Paul, I found one morning bound and gagged in a bunker on the golf course next to our house.
David, would you tell us how you know Paul?
This is my driver, Paul, and he refuses to drink pints because his hands are so small.
And finally, Sarah, your relationship with Paul?
This is my news agent, Paul, and he once asked me to watch the shop for 10 minutes, and by the time he came back, I'd broken a window and there was a little boy had his head stuck in a crisp box.
Right, there we are. Ronnie's gagged golfer, David's small-handed driver, or Sarah's unfortunate newsagent. Lee, where would you like to start?
Ronnie?
Yeah.
This bunker?
Yes.
What were you doing? This is early in the morning.
Very early in the morning, because I go out very early in the morning, about maybe 7:15, 7:20.
On the golf course?
On the golf course.
In case anyone wants to use you as a tee.
It is upsetting.
It is upsetting.
Mind you, I shouldn't worry, because the other day I walked out in my big golfing flat hat and the greenkeeper rushed out and says, "These bloody mushrooms are early this year." So thank you.
So you saw him on the... You saw him...
To be truthful, the two dogs, they went into the bunker. I thought, well, they're sniffing about that. And I went over there, and there Paul was, bound and gagged, in the sand, in the bunker.
And then what happened?
Well, then he was coming round, because I think he had had a bit of a night the night before, so I tapped him on the cheeks gently like that, and when I was tapping the cheeks and I'd undone the stringy thing and string around your ankles, you were really relieved, came round, didn't you? And I took you back home to Anne for a cup of tea, a cup of bit of toast, and the dogs were very pleased to have found him. He'd been there all night.
What was this? Was this some sort of prank? I mean, was it a stag do or something?
Well, I didn't want to be too nosy about it. I wanted to look after him, get on the phone to his friend, have him collected and off the bloody premises.
Has he kept in touch?
We have, really, haven't we? Because we found that your wife was quite friendly with one of my daughters, I think. I remember we haven't seen enough of each other, actually.
Who else would you like to question?
OK, David.
Yes, when you say he's he's your driver, I mean, he's picked you up on occasions.
He was the driver on several series of Peep Show.
So you're a professional chauffeur, are you?
He's not allowed to answer,
He's a professional driver, yes.
Have you ever picked me up?
He's not allowed to answer.
Are we allowed to see your hands?
Yeah, you can hold your hands out.
Oh, you could hold a pint of lager. What nonsense.
What's wrong with those?
I've got tiny hands.
Have you?
Yeah, probably smaller
You're
than
my
his.
kind of lady.
God! David, tell us about the whole business with the pints, then.
What Paul told me is that he always chooses to drink bottled beer because when he holds a pint,
Wait, this isn't at the wheel, is it? This is...
No, but on a night out, he chooses to drink bottled beer rather than pints because he gets laughed at for holding a pint glass because he sort of has to use two hands.
You weren't that small. Are you sure they're not serving it in buckets?
Maybe there's some course you could go on to make your hands bigger.
Should speak to Ronnie about that. Now, what about Sarah, Lee?
OK, so how old were you?
It was only a couple of months ago.
Are you a regular in his shop?
Yeah, I buy a lot of chocolate.
And what happened while you were in charge?
Well, I was trying to shut one of the windows because it was quite cold, and you had like quite high ceilings. You know those sticks that have got the hook on the end that you can shut a window, and it sort of went through the window.
What's the shop called?
Paul's.
It's called Paul's, is it?
Yeah.
Paul.
Just Paul's?
Yeah.
Not Paul's shop?
No. Well,
Paul's.
it's obviously a shop.
To be fair, Marks and Spencer's.
What about this boy who got his head stuck
I forgot about
in a box of crisps?
Well,
How did that come about?
It was at the end of the school time, sort of 4 o'clock, and there was a rush of little kids, and one of them just wanted to get himself some crisps out the box, and it was the last one, and he got his head stuck in because he sort of went in.
The cardboard boxes with all the crisps in
with
the
the
hole?
hole. Yeah. He couldn't quite reach, so he went
put
in
his head in,
first.
and it was stuck?
Yeah.
And you couldn't think of any way to unstick him?
Well, I don't really do kids.
The crisp box thing doesn't ring true.'re not that big, are they? You have to put your head in.
If it was a little boy, he hasn't got a head, no offence, the size of yours.
His arms are of reasonable length, presumably.
Yeah, that's a good point.
We need a guess from you, Lee. Is Paul Ronnie's bunker buddy, David's tiny-handed driver, or Sarah's unfortunate newsagent?
He does look like a driver.
Can I have a look at the back of your head?
Back of his head?
Yeah. Do you recognise the back of his head, Julian?
But I don't believe he's a northern shopkeeper because his shirt is too nicely ironed.
See, this is the dilemma now. The dilemma is...
You're saying there's no chance of it being
It's
Ronnie's.
unlikely, but I'm not saying it's definite, right? I want that to be true more than any other story I've ever heard in my life. Because that's what I want to see Ronnie doing in the big chair next time. You're not going to believe it. I can't do the voice. All right, I can't do the voice. And if I could, I wouldn't keep doing it.
Ronnie, can you do an impression of Rob?
No. I've never felt the need to do an impression of Rob. You want the glasses? I'd love the glasses, yes. There we are. How about it? There we are. Oh, my word. Goodness me. And in a packed programme tonight. Good Lord, you get vertigo in those. Oh, God. Nobody without these, you know. God.
So, what are you going to go for?
I don't know. What do you think?
I think it's the driver.
You think it's David's driver? Holly?
Yeah, I think it's David's driver.
I think it might be Sarah because she looks like the kind of person that could break a window and almost kill a small boy in 10 minutes. I'm going to overrule my team and say it's Sarah.
Oh, bold.
OK, you're saying that it's Sarah and the newsagent. OK. Paul, would you please reveal your true identity?
I'm Paul, I'm David's driver, and I don't think time's cut my hands are small.
Yes, well, if ever there was a harsher warning of the dangers of a fascist state, I'd like to see it.